So it's a proper shit day today. It's proper throwing it down, and I've actually got to go to work. But I have a plan. You want to go out? But I have a plan that when I get home from work, I'm gonna come here and react to some of my old videos, some of my old motovlogs. So I'm gonna head out. I'll see you in whatever setup I manage to bodge together. So in today's video, I thought I'd just go through my channel and have a look through my old videos. I was initially intending on doing this just by myself, just in my room, but I thought it'd be more enjoyable like recording it, so then you could see my reaction and like if I've changed or how I've changed, or I don't know. We'll see. So I've loaded up my channel. I'm gonna go over to videos, and obviously, let's sort them to most popular. Start that way. So the most popular video on my channel is should you get a 50cc scooter? Which was actually my second ever upload. It was my second ever video, but it was actually the first ever video with my voice in it. So this was like the first time I properly recorded myself on my bike and an actual video from it. Because my first video was just me riding around, just the GoPro footage, and that was it. But this video actually included my voice. And then this was the first video to sort of blow my channel up in the first place, which is why I obviously got a lot of you subscribing. So this has got 51,000 views 3 years ago. Let's have a look. Such a throwback, just even listening to the music.
You know what's typical? As soon as I decide to go out, it starts to rain.
Still a good point. Didn't stop me back then though, did it? Like it's raining now.
There we go.
By the way, if there's any sort of like hazing around the edges of the frame, I apologise, it's just my lens. It is what it is. Doing like a 75-point turn just to get out of the garden.
Me, so
Oh, my heater just turned on. Didn't know if you could hear it, but I didn't want it interrupted anyway. Back to it. Even hearing the bike, just hearing the bike on tick over, just rumbling, just makes me want to get a bike. We might have to be done.
my house is really wet. This is weird. This is the first time ever doing this.
First time ever doing this.
Oh, and this is the worst bit because you're just rattling up and down. Oh. Oh. Right, anyway, first off, thank you for clicking on this video. Oh, this video.
Do I still sound the same? I feel like I still sound the same. Also, back when I recorded these videos, I used to always get paranoid about talking and like using my like northern accent. I used to think no one could understand me because I've got a lot of friends, like southern friends, and sometimes every single word I say just goes over their head. Like they just don't understand what I say. So, how do you find my accent? Do you understand what I say? Like, speaking now, do you understand what I'm saying? As weird as it sounds asking that question, I actually wonder because sometimes I used to like pronounce my words differently, hoping people would understand, but it just made me feel weird, so I stopped doing that.
So the topic of the day is, what's it like to ride a 50cc scooter?
My exact point there.
My opinion is I have mixed feelings. Kind of love it and I hate it, you know. I'm getting soaking wet. Jesus Christ.
So many See, I miss doing that on bikes as well. Just Instead of sitting in your car and waiting, you can just cut through. Oh, it's just so much simpler. It's so much easier.
I mean, to start off, when you're 16, I'm 16. I mean,
16.
Like, it's really good. Like, you get everywhere in it, and the independence, you feel so independent. Because, obviously, when you're 16, you either get buses or trains, and parents drive you around, but you get a scooter. I'm pretty sure my mic's falling off, so I'm pretty sure I'm talking to myself and no one can hear me.
I still have these sort of problems now.
Your parents don't drive you around anywhere. But then, the bit I hate about it is speed, which I think is an obvious. Well, which I think is an obvious one. Like this hill is very, very steep, and you can't see it on the because of the clouds. Well, you can't see it on the video, but it's really steep.
Can't see the clouds on the video either.
I only do about 20 to 15 mile an hour coming up here.
That's the only thing that used to make me sort of not want my bike, was just the speed and the acceleration. Like, especially after getting a car now and actually realising. Oh, so many distractions from this. First the heater turned on, and then another distraction just then. You know, with all the distractions and all the gear not working, I feel like I'm not supposed to be doing this whole YouTube thing. Anyway, back to where I was. Obviously I love my bike, but the one thing that made me sort of not like it was the speed and the acceleration. Like, especially after getting a car. Now I've had a car, I've had a 1.2, and I currently drive a 1.6. So pulling off in the 1.6 compared to a 50cc scooter is something different. Something completely different. But back then I didn't really understand how much a car like properly felt. Obviously I've been in the passenger seat, but I'd never properly driven a car until I'd done my lessons. So thinking back, it was very slow. A lot of people, everyone overtook me. But 50cc's aren't advertised as like a fast bike. They're just something to get you from A to B, and it was sick. That's why I loved it, because I did exactly that, and I was safe on it. I wasn't gonna kill myself. Anyway, back to the video.
But I think other aspects than speed, I think they're really good. people hate them, but I think if you're starting off on a bike, they're really good because you can't pick up enough speed to kill yourself, which I think is positive. They're really good. people hate them, but I think if you're starting off on a bike, they're really good because you can't pick up.
That's so weird, because that junction there, it's not that junction anymore. It's a completely different thing. Like they've made it into a roundabout, and like that was sound. That junction was sound, but the roundabout, they've just made it into a roundabout, and now it's, I don't know. I mean, it works, but that was fine. You know, why fix something if it's broken? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, sorry.
People hate them, but I think if you're starting off on a bike, they're really good because you can't pick up enough speed to kill yourself, which I think is positive.
Exactly what I was just saying. I'm feeling weird because I'm connecting up to this video, but then I've realised it's me. So obviously I'm going to have some sort of the same thought process.
Then there's obviously getting around by yourself. And
loving the rain on the lens.
Getting to know the road. And you just feel a lot of independence. I feel. Well, I feel a lot of independence anyway.
Everything's so different. Everything's so different. So many shops on that street are just completely changed. It's weird. It doesn't feel that long ago that I recorded these, but it was actually, thinking back, it was 3 years ago. It's mad to think about.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty short video. This is just my short commute to my dad's house. Oh, tight corner. 50cc's.
Still do that same journey.
When you're 16, I would highly recommend it because you can get anywhere. But you can go to.
I still would highly recommend it. 50cc scooter was it was amazing. My scooter opened up so many doors to me. Like, it gave me so much freedom that like I didn't know I had. When I, especially like at 16, when you're like at school, or maybe going into like college or like sixth form or something, and you like get the bus to school, we get the bus home, and you don't really do much. You sort of have to get your parents to take places and stuff, but then you get a bike, get a scooter, and you can just go anywhere. Well, not anywhere, obviously within reason, but you can go to places you'd usually get dropped off at by yourself, and you can come home whenever you want. There's no like curfew or anything, but like it opens up so much, and it gives you so much freedom that you just don't know you have. So if you're 16 and you've come to this channel, then I'd still, being 20 this month, I'd still recommend getting a scooter. Fun fact, this is where my bike actually got stolen. This spot.
Yamaha Neos 50. But mine's an MBK. Let me just wipe this a bit because
Oh, I miss it. I miss the wet seat. It's weird.
I reckon that's the best I'm gonna get. Okay. Oh my god, this is gonna be so bad. Oh, oh god, it's cold. I can feel it. Right. Okay. Let's go.
Oh, the acceleration. The acceleration is just too slow, I'm afraid. If I'm gonna get a bike soon, it's gonna have to be like a 125 or above. Because after driving my car, I don't think I could go back to a 50cc.
Yeah, I live in England. If you couldn't tell already. Oh my god, my trousers are soaking wet. Because the weather is always to put it lightly.
Fair point.
Literally, it always rains. This is summer, apparently.
I need to chill out with the erms. So, moving on to the next video, because it was just dragging on a bit, and I want to go through a few of these. I'm gonna click on this one. I'm pretty sure this is this got a copyright strike, so I'm gonna mute it just in case. But this is when I unmeaningly knocked a car mirror off on my bike. This was 3 years ago again, so this is up there with my first ever videos. But I remember this like it was yesterday. Did anyone ever do this when they had their bike? Back when we all had bikes together, because we did essentially, didn't we? I got a bike, then I made the videos, and then it made some of you get a bike. And then when you got a bike, did you do this sort of thing as well? Just sway around like on your wheels. I don't know. I used to always do it, but I was doing it, and then I didn't realise how close I was. I didn't realise how close I was. I'm gonna skip to the end because all this. Oh, I'm sorry if that was your car. I'm so sorry. It was 3 years ago. I'm so skint. I couldn't have paid for it. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that happened. I can't believe I'm showing that again. Anyway, just thought I'd clip that in. Next video, the Mod Uprising cinematic movie. 1.5k views, thank you. This was like my proper first attempt at ever filmmaking. I'd never really attempted it before, but this was something that I'd been asked to make. I'd been asked to make a video for these people, so I thought I'd try it out, and then I just banged it on here because it had something to do with bikes, and thankfully you liked it. But I can't fully remember what it was like, so I'm not saying that I've improved since. I've definitely improved on the photography side since, but not really on the filmmaking side. So it's going to be interesting to see sort of how far I've come, if anywhere. If I remember rightly, this is just like a video intro, and then it skips on to the actual cinematic. Yeah, I'm just going to do that just to save time. This song, I used this song in this video, and as soon as I used that song and uploaded the video, it was a copyright-free song. I had like 200k views, but then as soon as I used it and posted it, it then became like a radio song, and it was on the radio everywhere. Like I can't remember what the song's called, but I can picture it in my head, but I just can't remember where it goes. But it was so annoying because then I think this got striked, but I might be wrong. But that definitely happened. It definitely became like a big song after I used it. It's not as bad as I was thinking. Just I don't think I colour graded it like at all. Maybe a bit of like contrast and stuff, but I think that was it. So that's something that I should have upped. But no, it's not as bad as I thought it was, to be honest. Without trying to like toot my own horn. Focus. Could have been a bit on. I remember when I made this bit, I was so happy with how it came out. I thought it synced up perfectly. I don't know why, because it doesn't, but some of it doesn't, some of it does, but I was so buzzing. See, this is where it sort of kills it for me, even though it's my own video. But this first bit was like, it was full of these cinematic shots, and then it just cuts to these sort of basic handheld panning shots of people pulling in. I could have done that a lot better, but it was like a public event, so I couldn't do too much, and I was 16, so it's not too bad, I guess. I remember I loved these shots. I loved these shots just because of the sun flare and the sunset. Sorry if I'm not speaking much. It's just, like I said in the beginning, like, I haven't seen these for ages, so it's quite fun to look back on. Like, it's quite interesting to see what I used to create. Oh, I remember I was so happy with that shot as well, because you couldn't tell it was a mirror. It's little things. A lot of repetition, a lot of the same bike and like the same sort of looking shot. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. 16-year-old, 16-year-old me. I'm not like I can't fault that too much. I'm not trying to like blow my own horn here, but I don't know. Just considering my age and the circumstances of when I shot it and what equipment I had then, I don't know. I'm still quite proud of that. Anyway, next video, university and different media. This is going to be interesting because it's going to be weird going back to me talking about going to university now after being at university for 2 years. Be weird. Let's have a look.
There's a very sort of bonfire slash sort of musky sort of smoky smell in the air, and it reminds me of like bonfire night and shit like that. It's like Halloween tomorrow.
So this is why I loved making these videos, because they were just so normal and just so like just normal. I just start recording and just tell you what I'm seeing, where I am, how I'm feeling, what's going through my head. Just like we're catching up, like a catch up. So I'd love to be able to like get a bike and just like be able to go out and just motovlog and just use that as like a more relaxed way of filming, and sort of where we can just talk rather than having all this set up. Like I've got my light set up here, my camera, lenses, all this sort of stuff. But that was so simple, and it felt more intimate to me. I don't know why. I tried vlogging the other day, like vlogging my actual day. Like I went to work and stuff and I vlogged that. It just didn't feel the same. It felt like I was acting. But in these, it's like, it's just raw. It's just me. I'm just chatting while I'm riding. And that's why I enjoyed making them so much, because they were so easy, but I enjoyed it so much. Let's get back to the video anyway.
Well, some people don't even watch my videos for the video. They watch it just for the voice, just for like a podcast sort of thing.
Podcast.
So
Let me know.
What you gonna apply? Reasons I've been away, not excuses. And it's quite a lot of personal things. I had an operation on on my foot again.
Oh yeah.
Practically at the exact same time as I did last year. If you've been here since I started, I'm pretty sure it's the same as what I've done last year. If you've been here since I started, tell me what I had done. Try and guess. Now, if not, you can go back and check.
I'm not gonna tell you what I had done, just because it's disgusting. It's just not nice to know. It's not that bad. It's just something on my foot.
Sometimes it gets to the point where it'd be too dark to go out. I've actually got a slow puncture in my front tyre, which has vastly turned into a fast puncture, which goes down like
I remember this.
So this might make a good video of a crash video. Oh my god.
Just jinxing myself.
Like it goes that flat, you can sort of feel the wheel inside the tyre when you push down.
I forgot it was that bad, to be fair.
I'm going to try and aim to get that first.
Right. Right, I'm going to skip to the part where I'm talking more about uni, because it's more relevant to me at the minute, and it'll be funny to like look back on what I was saying about it and what I expected.
So I've been looking at them courses, and one university I've been to look at two. I'm going to look at one on the 12th of November, but the most recent one, and the one that stood out the most to me, was definitely Huddersfield University.
Ooh, that's not what I picked though. It's not where I went.
The facilities for photography, the studios, it's just...
It was sick though. It was sick. Only problem I had with them was they only shot Nikon. Back then, they only used Nikon cameras, whereas I primarily shoot Canon. You could take your own camera and use your own camera, but what's the point of going to university with £500,000 worth of equipment if you're not going to utilise it? Do you know what I mean? So I Canon was like something I was looking for. Sadly.
The accommodation. Oh my god. The accommodation is insane.
Let me just reiterate this: the accommodation was nice, but it wasn't the uni accommodation. It was like a third-party company accommodation. Like it was a company that they had accommodation for students, but they weren't actually related to Huddersfield Uni. They were just an accommodation company on their own. So that's what we looked at, and it was beautiful. It was so nice. But the actual halls related to the uni were just like standard halls, you know, like just like halls, room, normal.
Rooms, they're perfect sizes. The kitchens, perfect sizes. They're just... is this a bed or like... Ooh.
Missed the cheeky nod. I just miss a bike. I need a bike.
Everything about Huddersfield University, it just flows. It just seems perfect. I'm going to close my visor because...
It's mad that that's when I had my heart set on, and I didn't even go there. Took me on that corner, then see, that's the only risky thing with like 50cc, like that corner. You couldn't really see it, but that corner's not really a blind corner. Coming round from the angle I was coming at, there's just trees, so you can't see what's round or if anything's coming round. And he just took me on that corner just blindly. So that's the only thing with 50ccs that is a downfall. It's just impatient people, but you know, you get that on anything. If you ride a push bike, you get that. It's just one of them things you've just got to be aware of. You can see there's a guy right on my ass, and you can see his light in my mirror. So just something you've got to think about before you get one. But it's fine, it's dealable. First time pass on the theory test. Second time pass on the practical, on the actual driving lesson, on the actual driving test. But you know, they say best drivers pass second time anyway, so. Wasp. So again, as I was saying at the beginning, nothing seems to work. So I was obviously watching the videos, but now my laptop is full of storage. When I have 15 gigabyte free somehow, but it's saying it's full. So yeah, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it wasn't much. I'm still stuck on the whole video idea thing. So hopefully next video will be a bit more exciting. Let me know what you'd like to see, and see you in the next one.